The USA and Russia are both technologically advanced and strong nations. In comparison to Russia, which is thought to have the second most potent military in the world, the United States is regarded as having the most potent military. We will contrast the military and economic capabilities of the United States and Russia in this video. Let's get going. Nuclear weapons. The Russian armed forces have the world's largest stockpile of nuclear warheads, with an estimated 6,600 nuclear warheads, whereas the United States has an estimated 6,000 warheads. Missile defense system. Russia and the United States both have missile defense systems. The United States has a THAAD Patriot missile system and an Aegis ballistic missile defense system, to mention a few. Russia has a 135 anti-ballistic missile system, S-300 and S-400 missile systems, and an S-500 missile system in development. Now, coming to the size of both the countries. The United States has a total area of 3.8 million square miles, compared to Russia's 6.6 million square miles. Population size. The United States has the world's third largest population, with approximately 331 million people as opposed to Russia's 146 million. Economy size comparison. In terms of nominal GDP, the United States has the greatest economy, with roughly $21 trillion, compared to Russia's $1.5 trillion. Per capita GDP comparison. The United States has a GDP per capita of $63,543 as of 2022, while in Russia, the GDP per capita is $9,500 as of 2022. Coming to the manpower. There are around 1.4 million active military troops in the United States Armed Forces, in comparison to Russia's active military personnel of 900,000. Defense budget. The United States military budget is approximately $730 billion, while Russia's military budget is approximately $66 billion. Now, let's compare the land equipment. The United States Armed Forces have around 8,000 Abrams main combat tanks, in comparison to Russia's 13,500 plus main combat tanks, which are primarily in storage. Over 24,000 armored fighting vehicles versus Russian 23,000 plus armored fighting vehicles, the majority of which are in reserve. The United States has around 1,400 self-propelled artillery, but Russia has over 5,500 self-propelled artillery, of which 1,350 are self-propelled. Several launch rocket systems, as opposed to Russia's 3,600 plus multiple launch rocket system. Air power comparisons. The United States Armed Forces have the most military aircraft in the world, with around 14,000 aircraft, approximately 5,700 of which are helicopters. The Russian Armed Forces now have approximately 4,200 aircraft, approximately 1,400 of which are helicopters. Currently, the U.S. military possesses over 2,900 multi-role fighter jets, whereas Russia has approximately 1,100 multi-role fighter jets. Naval power comparisons. Aircraft carriers. There are now 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers in the U.S. Navy, as well as 10 amphibious assault ships or helicopter carriers. There is currently only one aircraft carrier in the Russian Navy. Cruisers. The U.S. Navy now has 22 cruisers, while the Russian Navy only has 5. Destroyers. The United States has 70 destroyers, while Russia has 12. Submarines. The U.S. Navy now has more than 70 nuclear-powered submarines, whereas the Russian Navy has over 60 submarines, about 40 of which are nuclear-powered. In addition, the United States, in comparison to Russia's 83 corvettes, the Navy now has 19 lateral combatter corvettes. Thanks for watching.